Failed missile testing in North Korea, just one of the reasons why more North Texans are preparing for the possible worst-case scenario. Our Ken Molestina found out that there are, in fact, a lot of options for doomsday preppers out there and a way to get through almost every possible scenario. This is all new at 10 o'clock.
That bigger world is ours by right.
Hollywood and TV have depicted doomsday preppers many times before, but according to those keeping a close eye on real-world fears,
anxiety and worry is something that is common to all of us.
Today's concerns deal with a lot less fiction and a lot more with perceived reality. Dr. David Henderson of Dallas's Four Stones Collaborative Group says he's seen a sharp rise in patients living with angst caused by recent events.
And why is this happening? Why is this getting more prevalent? Why are we witnessing more of these disasters, both man-made and natural? And it's a very scary thing.
He says between mass shootings, natural disasters like Hurricane Harvey, and the threat of nuclear war, people are taking note and taking action. And for many, adapting prepper principles has become a go-to method for dealing with their concerns.
Preppers are people who try very hard to simply prepare for disasters as they come.
Benjamin Gilmore lives in Fort Worth and leads a social media group devoted to prepping and helping new preppers embrace the lifestyle, whether it's stocking up on food, guns and ammo,
So I keep a very well-stocked first aid pack,
or having go bags packed with survival essentials. Prepping, even at a very basic level, he says, is taking hold.
You can start off simply by keeping, 3 days worth of food and water in the house.
That's the budget-friendly way to do it, but as we saw in the town of Sulphur Springs, wanting to prep has become huge business for one company.
End of July, first part of August, it really started picking up.
Atlas Shelters makes different bunkers for a wide range of emergencies, but there's one fear operations manager Brian Fowler says he hears a ton of.
Honestly, North Korea is scaring the out of everybody, plain and simple.
Because the customer profiles are so wide-ranging, so are the prices for the shelters. Something like this will run you about $19,000, but from there the prices go up, and they go as far as your wallet can handle.
You can join, 10, 15 of these units together and make you an entire city underground if that's what you wanted to do.
3 years ago, they sold about 40 of these shelters, which look like small apartments. Now, with new designs and more options, they're on track to sell about 1,000 in 2017, 700 of them to worried U.S. customers.
When you hear the criticism that your customers are nothing more than just a group of paranoid people, what do you say to that?
That is somebody that does not understand what's going on, nor have they checked into what's actually being said and what these people think. They're worried about what's tomorrow going to hold. What's tomorrow going to hold for my kids?
So Ken also points out that the U.S. Department of Homeland Security will actually help you prepare. The department's website shares advice and starter ideas. We've put a link to that on our website as well, cbsdfw.com. Just look for it as part of Ken's story.